So imagine you're a child, or maybe you already are a child. Congratulations, you have lots of years of depression ahead of you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back building our abandoned park in Jurassic World Evolution. We have named our dinosaurs as requested in the QT. Our Cooper Spinosaurus has made his way all the way back over here to the airport, exactly where he should be. He was just a second ago over here, so it's good that he can travel across the entire park basically hunting for food, and Cooper was a great name, thank you for leaving that in the QT, but everybody has been named. The Troodons who hadn't been named were Small Tooth and Ankle Biter, and over here we have Jemima Puddle Duck, of course, Hatchet, Oreo, Ozzy, Steve, Strut, Miami, and Mark. And those are our herbivores in this little area over here. We might add some more herbivores over here. I'm still considering it because this area on the right is slightly abandoned. Now, today what we're going to do, well, I asked for suggestions about what you guys want to see next, and about the only suggestion I got, and overwhelmingly got, was the idea of making like a security center sort of thing with some hybrids and all that kind of jazz. I don't want to do that over here because we're right by the airport where people come in. We're right by this second monorail and the hotels. This area I think we're going to keep as an actual park. So if you have any ideas for actual park building, just, you know, where we would have guests and stuff down in this area on the right, then I really appreciate that. We will do a security thing, but we're going to save that for this side of the park. So once we cross over the chasm in an episode or 2 or 3, because we need to build over here as well. Now, the only other 2 things I want to address quickly, I had loads of comments about this, tons of comments about this, including one that annoyed me a little bit. Somebody was like, "Doy," as in I'm being an idiot, about this storm defense station. Guys, the storm defense station is not connected. The storm defense station has basically never been connected. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have a path connection, as you can see, and it hasn't had one since the Spinosaurus came in. So the storm defense station is irrelevant. Okay, second thing was this. Somebody commented that this is actually activated and that I'd been confused by the red and that's why the light is showing, but as you can see, it is actually deactivated. Right, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I know what I'm doing, guys. I've got 240 hours in this game. I'm kind of used to it by now. So today what we're going to do, well, we're just going to build a nice, normal exhibit area over here. We're going to have a little bit that kind of comes into the chasm and dies. And we're going to stick some dinosaurs in. I was thinking maybe like this area over here kind of flooded inwards. A lot of people suggested the baryonyx. I don't like the baryonyx. It's going to be a baryonyx of Superman, but I'm thinking we'll kind of have a nice little contrast where we're going to build up some shops and stuff over here and just have another nice little area. Maybe some small dinosaur exhibits with Stygimolochs or Coraxes, kind of like a petting zoo. Unfortunately, we don't have fences that are small enough to make a petting zoo work, but kind of themed around a child-friendly kind of zone, right? We'll have fossil zones and arcades and stuff like that. We've never really done that before. And then as it gets further to the south, the path starts to break up more, the exhibits start to break up more, and it kind of descends into this swamp area that's kind of built up around here. And that makes sense. We've got loads of water over here already. So it's like the swamp is overtaking the child-friendly part of the park, which I think is quite a cool visual. So that's what we're going to work on today / the other episodes, probably tomorrow as well, day after even. So let's get some dinosaurs started first of all. I'm thinking, no, actually let's lay out some exhibits so I know what I'm doing, because I'm already confused. Guests. We need some shops and stuff like that. We need stuff that kids would like. We're talking fast food. We're talking... How do I want to lay this out? Imagine the park is fine. Imagine nobody's dead. It's a lovely time. Nobody's been eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex yet. So you'd land on the monorail, you'd walk forward. This is already quite a long walk, but maybe we can have one that... It'd be really nice to be able to put like a shop halfway through the ground. You know, it's been submerged into the earth, but that is optimistic to say the least. Let's kill these trees, so just so I know what I'm working with. We can add them back in later on. You'd walk forward, you'd have all the shops here on the left probably, and then you'd walk down to the right, and you'd have all the exhibits on the left and right hand side. It's actually quite a distance to the swamp, but we can make that work. So I want the shops over here, but I kind of also want to break... Yeah, okay. So. I'm going to turn everything... I'll tell you what, we're going to grab a path. I'll get there eventually. And when we do the path now, what I want to do... And tell you what we'll do as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more theming, we'll do some wibbly-wobbly paths. Kids love wibbly-wobbly paths, right? I was a kid, I loved wibbly-wobbly paths. Probably. I don't remember that being a thing, in all honesty, but let's pretend I did. I don't know, we kind of emphasise that kind of fun kind of nature. I don't know, it's just a little ball nodule thing in my path, really. It's not the most exciting thing, but hey-ho. No, I actually can't do that. I can do that, I just need to do it better than I just did it, basically. We're gonna do curves and stuff, but not to an excessive level. And like I said, we want to do little bitty paths. And that way we can delete stuff as need be. Have that one just drop into the chasm a little bit and then it... No. It gets to the edge of the chasm and then just disappears off the edge. And I like to think as the chasm opened up, some children disappeared into it. I'm an optimist like that, you know? I like to imagine the children died. I'm going to make a great dad one day. Right, so let's get some shops in. So arcade, fast food. So I'm going to squeeze in there. Beautiful. I think if we have that going a little bit further up, actually. So it's more like it's teetering on the precipice of the chasm. Same with that one. Fossil Zone, arcade, fast food. What else do kids like? The bar, bowling alley. That's a choice. So you walk down, you do some kiddie stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever kids do these days. What are kids into? The Pokemons. Kids love the Pokemons. So you walk forward, you do some Pokemons. The Pokemon with the Pokey and the Man and the rah rah rah. And what else would you do? What do kids like? Kids like gyrospheres, right? I kind of like the idea of having like an abandoned gyrosphere track that goes to nowhere. So I think maybe we'll save that for this side of the park, or maybe over here actually we could do that. Like, you'd have the gyrosphere and then the path would just suddenly end and the exhibit fence would fall away and there'd be like a little lone gyrosphere sitting there, abandoned and broken. We can't do that, per se, but we can do something like that. I feel like that's the theme of basically every park I ever build. We can't do that, but we can do something like that. You're slightly wrong angled, aren't you? I think it's fine. Is that fine or is it going to drive me insane? Oh no, we're okay, we're okay. Right, so there's all my kid shops, and we'll deactivate these. I get really, I already kind of regret how I started this video, but when people question my knowledge in a game that I'm very, very knowledgeable in, it triggers me a little bit. And I know people are only trying to help. Well, some people kind of go about it the wrong way, shall we say. You know, idiot, blah, blah, blah. When I'm right and you're wrong, basically. But it gets to me. I'm very sensitive about that kind of stuff. And it's stupid. It's a problem with me. It really is. And it's a little bit of a problem with YouTube as well. People always think they know better when they usually don't. Not that you don't all know better and haven't given me some great ideas and advice. Oh my god, this is a mess. Right, let's just focus up. So I want to do like a series of little exhibits going down here, and then they slowly start to break and the water floods in more and more, and then... Suchomimus. Suchomimus? 2 Suchomimuses. Spinosaurus would have been perfect, but Spinosaurus does have to be in the airport, so... Okay, I'm just trying to think how else I build up this area here. Is there anything... You know what, I really actually like the storm defense stations. The idea that the park was built to handle storms, that the park was built to be able to handle turmoil and danger and all this kind of stuff, and yet it still failed. It still fell down because life found a way regardless. So I think just having these hiding away now and again is actually going to be really cool thematically. And again, they don't do anything because they're not connected to the path. So we are hunky-dory. Now, what else would Kivs have? Maybe like a science centre makes sense as well. So you'd have like a little science centre sitting off the path here. Alright? So, imagine you're a child. Or maybe you already are a child. Congratulations, you have lots of years of depression ahead of you. So, you're a child. And you hop off the monorail, you're like... Boy, howdy, I sure love Beyblade. Do people still like... People probably don't still like Beyblade. But anyway, you love Beyblade. And you're walking forward, and you're like, okay, there's no lake here. Maybe there's a river. That'd be cool. Rivers are cool. But there's no... There's a bridge, right? And you walk over the bridge, and you nip over here, you have a round of bowling. I don't know why you've gone to Jurassic Park to bowl, because you're a big old weirdo, but you have. Hop around the fossil zone. Pretty cool building, look at it. All wet, just how we like our fossils. And then you walk over here, and you're like, oh, wow, dinosaurs. I guess I should see the dinosaurs. I am in Jurassic Park, after all. And then along the way, though, you think, oh, we'll stop at the science centre, and we'd sell science stuff. We'd sell, like... Woo! Woo! Oh, there it is. Okay, come on, baby. Be good to me. Please kill my park. Please kill my park. Please kill my park. It's the only time I'll ask this of you, so please just follow through for me. I really want it to hit the Innovation Centre. I also really want to get a screenshot. about there. I really want an innovation center screenshot with a twister behind it. But it has to be pretty. If it's not pretty, what's the point? Style over substance, ladies and gentlemen, every single time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's just gonna miss it. Come on, a little bit this way, buddy. Come on. I have a horrible feeling, you know, that these are slightly designed to be nice and to not target your buildings that much. Because look at what it's done there. It's literally come up here, curved through here, and gone through this gap. Perfectly through this gap. It has dodged both buildings precisely. When we were down here as well, it did the same thing. It went straight down the path. It clicked this building, but it missed this, and this. Look, it's missed everything! It's missed literally everything! You are useless, buddy. You're absolutely useless. It's very upsetting for me. Oh, sweet. Hello. Well, this is a good thing about the store. Hey, you've killed the same building twice. There we go. There we go. Actually, that's an interesting thought. Like I said, I had plenty of comments that the storm defense station was stopping my buildings getting destroyed. I would like to point out that the only building that got destroyed by that last storm in the last video was the one next to the storm defense station. If you ever needed proof that the storm defense station wasn't working, that should be your evidence right there. That the storm defense station literally did not protect the building next door. How cool are these storm defense stations though when they're broken? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That is a very cool image right there. Oh, whew. Loving that, loving that. Let's get some depth of field on there. Oh, look at that. Looks like a weird burning alien. I love it. I'm going to knock that back a bit. You never really know what you're going to use for a thumbnail or a screenshot, so I kind of like to just take lots of shots, basically. Look at it, the whole thing is kind of bent forward a little bit as well. It's creaking and bending and breaking, and this little bit over here is ripped up. There's some tiles flying off there. Let's go check out the other building. I think it's the bowling alley over here went down. That's a good thing about the storms. You don't necessarily need the storm to hit the building. You just need... Well, yeah, you don't need the storm to hit the building. Storms in general will kill your buildings if you give them the chance. Cool. Oh, we've got a few more, but that's... I really like that one. And that. That's cool. I'm a little annoyed we only lost 2 more buildings, but hey, that's better than last time, eh? It does seem the viewing towers were pretty immune to it. They didn't seem to take any damage. That's interesting. Trees, glorious trees. Let me hide that a little bit like that. Okay, so, kiddie world. Right, so you're walking forward, you're a child.
The weather conditions have started to pass.
You go bowling, you're a bit like, well, the bowling alley's on fire, but I can handle that. I'm a modern kid, you know, they're tough modern kids. They've grown up in a world without hope. So, you walk into on fire. This is really cool. It's like there's been a riot. You walk in there, you have some bowls, and then you're going to head down here, right? You're going to follow these lovely lights, because kids love lights. I love lights, therefore kids love lights. You walk over here, you do some science, you talk to Jerry. There's Jerry there. That's not Jerry, that's not a human. I like that you can see inside, sort of. It's kind of just like a cheap reflection, but yeah. Talk to Jerry. Jerry's like the science dude off the park. Jerry the Science Man is what he's called. It's not a great name, but it's all he has. And then you're going to walk down here. You're going to go through. You're going to see various dinosaurs. And yeah, cool. Right. Plan. Let's go. I'm going to use light steel fences. The point is absolute accessibility here. And for them to be really close to the path. And we'll do each exhibit the exact same size because I want this to feel organised. So... got a little bit of a plan to make that happen. I want this to kind of feel quite regimented and controlled, in case that wasn't obvious. So each exhibit will be the exact same size and kind of in the exact same position. And then, see, when you have that control, when you have very controlled, regimented kind of look to your park. When it starts to break away and when it descends into the swamp and stuff like that, it should be even more noticeable and cool. And cool is cool. Do I just want to make these boxes, or do I want to do a double? They're not meant to be big, these. They're meant to be quite small exhibits with just a handful of small dinosaurs. I'm going to feel a little mean, though, if I have, like, 3 dinosaurs. It's not that small. I mean, we've seen the petting zoo in Jurassic World, right? It was not big. It really was. How is... What? 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 Why is that? What? Why is that? What? Oh, whatever. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I'm just looking for these little box exhibits, basically. And this means we can shove in a ton of different dinosaurs. So we'll have like 3 dinosaurs per exhibit. We'll do Sigimoloch, or the little safe herbivores. Maybe 1 big Triceratops or something in one of them. Stuff like that. And trees! Quiet, Cooper. It's Cooper! What's he doing? He knows I can't stop this plane. Please stop. And so forth in that kind of general manner. Water, please. Thank you. Oh, I like this. Maybe do I like this where it's kind of sunk into the earth somewhat. It's kind of ruinous swamp. So you're walking forward. This first exhibit, it's pretty chill. You look at some dinosaurs. That's okay. That's okay. You walk forward a little bit more. Maybe there's some Oloro Titans in the background. That's pretty chill. You look in this exhibit. It's fine. But you look to the left and looking a little dangerous here. As the because there's no water protection or anything in this park now. There's no control for the there's no flooding protection and stuff like that. The water is kind of just started to sink into like the softer parts of the earth and kind of drop down into the earth, and that means the exhibits and the buildings would sort of drop down naturally along with it. That's probably science somehow. Shut up, leave me alone. Right, let's go. Many, many dinosaurs today. I've yet to make any, but we'll be making lots. How far do I want us to go? I love this look of the fence kind of disappearing into the earth. I'm going to keep going. And maybe we can have some exhibits to the end that don't actually have dinosaurs in them, and they're just... Like these ones at the far side are just... Why are you doing that? Don't do that. There we go. They're just abandoned, broken, left behind. There's no dinosaurs, they're just cracked and ruined. I like that. Okay, so we need to just... God, we're going to need a lot of dinosaurs. Whew. But I don't think that's a problem, eh? Because I don't know how many dinosaurs we'll get in the rest of the park, I guess, in some ways, so... It's nice to be able to just shove in some of our favourite species right here. So we'll probably leave these up for now, and then we'll hope that a storm comes in and wrecks them, basically. And if it hasn't happened by the end, then we'll always go in and manually delete some stuff. It's kind of why this is a weird series, because to an extent it's not going to look done until... I was about to say it's not going to look done until the end, which seems incredibly obvious, but you know what I mean. It's even the stuff I build now isn't finished until later on into the park. I like that. I think that's kind of selling the idea I was going for. I want maybe a little bit of water over here as well. Just kind of more sell this kind of gradual ruination and decline as we go that way. Maybe it's very... because of the water flooding under the ground, as happens. Like, for example, if your garden floods really badly, sometimes you'll get, like, pockets in the ground, in the earth, where the water's kind of pushing up the dirt. Maybe we can have this whole area kind of... like moving up and down almost, and like little hills and divots and stuff like that. I think it's a cool idea. Let's do that. Let's get some dinosaurs started. We're going child friendly, so that means first of all Sigimoloch, obviously. And I think again with kids you'd want various colours. So we're going to do 3 Sigimolochs and we're going to make them all different coloured. And that includes rainforest because rainforest is the best one. Don't know why I have to whisper that like it's a super secret, but it is. Nobody must know. What's the other good one? I have no idea. Let's go for Step, because I have no idea. And then maybe you'd want... I don't want too many big dinosaurs, because... it's a small exhibit and I'd feel mean, but I also think this park has to be about building a park. It's not necessarily about what I want for my dinosaurs. It's about building a realistic park. And I think people would have no qualms about putting a Sinoceratops in an exhibit about this size. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. Because people are bad. Another thing I really like... okay. I wanted gates on the front, but we'll do gates on all of these. Are we going to do gates on all? Yeah. No. It can't be there. It has to be on the same place on each exhibit. Which unfortunately is difficult because of this bloody water bit. If I... Let me just try something. It seems silly to me. It's really no, because that doesn't really make sense. Why would the gate survive on a tiny little island? It just wouldn't. It doesn't make any sense, right? But there would be gates. Oh, I actually really like how that looks. There would be gates. Gates make sense. So... And likewise, we need a gate over here. Also, you know what we need? I didn't think about this. We need an area where the Brachiosaurus would have lived. The Brachiosaurus is kind of wandering around Main Street, right? But there's no Brachiosaurus exhibit. And there has to be a Brachiosaurus exhibit. It doesn't make sense otherwise. There has to be a place where the Brachiosaurus has escaped from. Otherwise, I'm kind of selling my whole idea short. The whole point of this park is that it feels like a real park that has succumbed to disaster. I'm just going to bite the bullet and get rid of the water there. Cool. Right, Stiggies, you are first up, and Sino, you are closely behind. Pop all those out. So, Stiggy, Sino, 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to fill... I was going to say we'll fill the front 5, but I think that might look a little bit weird and a little bit too specific. So maybe what we'll do... One sec. Oh god, right, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that. It's only just started up again. I held off recording for today for so long. I don't have any more time to hold off, unfortunately. But there was a dude. There's a dude outside drilling something. It woke me up this morning. It was so loud. So incredibly loud. And it seems he decided to start up again. And unfortunately, I can't keep delaying. So hopefully he decides against it. Hopefully my audacity kind of... Just drop. Maybe. We don't even go that far. We kind of go like to there, to there. And these haven't been broken necessarily by tornadoes and storms and stuff. They've kind of just dropped into the water gradually. It's not really how it looks because I can't do that physically, but that's kind of the idea again. Although, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. If the water could be on multiple levels, we could do that in theory. But it can't, so... Maybe same with here. Just I want like broken out bits, but I think in some places what we want is just empty areas where the water has taken over. So we'll fill in these front 5 and then we'll leave the back 4, I think. Even the gates have disappeared into the lake. That doesn't make any sense, but we're gonna roll with it. Right, let's shoot some dinos. Sticky 1. Sticky 2, sticky 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, no, I did 12 twice. 3, 4. Wait, no, I'm doing it again. I don't know French. In case that wasn't immediately obvious, French is not really my language. Who is the cutest nodosaurid, and why is it Sauropelta? And that means we need a Sauropelta. Yeah, let's get Sauropelta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Drillman. Wetland, because everything's wet. And then we need some small dinosaurs. We're trying to keep it going back and forth. Unfortunately, there's actually a real lack of small herbivores in this game, other than the 3. Other than Pachycephalosaurus. I suppose you can do Archaeopneus or something. Archaeopneus or Gallimimus. If I was a child, I'd have been much more excited about Gallimimus, but that's a world in which I've seen Jurassic Park, and the world in which I've seen Jurassic Park is not a world in which Jurassic World exists. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me, anyway. No, Gallimimus has a really nice rainforest pattern. And I don't really like the Arcana of Mimus, if I'm honest. Let's get some galleys. Galley, galley, galley. Oi, oi, oi. Jungle, or rainforest. The big two for me. And coastal, usually is the one. There we go, look at that, beautiful. I tell you what, we'll go for 2 Sauropeltas. It's all based on the size of these dinosaurs. That's the wrong button there. Sauropelta. Sora, do. That is the upcoming song, Sauropelta. It's gonna be good. Right. See my luck, Sinoceratops. Let's get these moved over. So let's do the Sino first, because it's the greatest dinosaur the world has ever seen. So Stiggies can go in there. Not sure this one will fit. Lovely stuff. Sinoceratops in there. Sauropelta in there. No. Yeah, Sauropelta in there. Gallimimus in there. Something in there, something in there, something in there. I'll leave it up to you guys as well. We'll fill in about half of them, and then next episode we'll fill in a few more of them. I think we're just going to do trees and water over here on the right. It's kind of encroaching inwards. A noose. The forest is tightening around my park's neck. And we'd maybe have like a boundary at the back here. Because whilst this isn't the security part, it is a part that would be off limits to the general public. So... what is that angle? That's bizarre. No, it's fine. What are we on about? And we'll hide this in trees a little bit. Not completely. I like the idea that, you know, you're walking down this area and you see the concrete wall there, and then maybe you see like a little gap in the fence where these dinosaurs are broken out, and it's all, yeah, I don't know. How are we doing? Gallimimus. And they might need food and water. Dinosaurs are picky, what can I say? But if they're going to have water, it's going to feel natural. Like so. Yeah, I don't know, it's not the biggest Sinoceratops exhibit that's ever existed, but I don't think it's too small necessarily. Have the trees coming in from there on the right, and same over here. These trees kind of move forward into that bit. Maybe some of them... oh, I like this idea actually. Some of them... for example, it's an excuse why you can't see dinosaurs in one of them, like this one for example. Because it's just overgrown. It's been taken completely by the forest, you know? To the point that you can't even see and to see if there's any dinosaurs in the fence. We're not going to put any dinosaurs in there, but what we'll do as well is actually delete a little bit of the fence. Because you don't want it to just be the ones at the back that have been ruined, right? Because that kind of doesn't sell the story, I don't think. Might even just get rid of the feeder. Now the feeder would be there, but the idea is it's so overgrown that you can't see the feeder anyway. Again, I want to do the same thing with the fence. Just bring it down to the edge of the water. Oh, you know what? I'll just do that. There we go. It's been taken by the trees. The lucky son of a gun. Big tree bush, please. Da, da, da. Yeah, that does have an overgrown exhibit kind of feel to it. Cool. So we can only fill in 4 now. We can fill in... I can always put the paths. We can always... blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. We'll see. Shoot some dinosaurs in the face. Already asleep? Can we not just... come on, there we go. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4... is that all we can do? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can only do these 4. All the others are kind of broken. But we can fix them and add more dinosaurs if that's what you guys think we should do. Oh, also, what I meant to do is this bit. Bulge! Big bulge. Okay, little bush. I don't know, just give it a little bit of Maybe a little bit bulgier than it should be, but aren't we all, folks? Aren't we all? No, BestInSlot, you weirdo, I hear you cry. Shut up. Even a little bit over here, like in the main... I mean, not this much, that's craziness, but... If you do it a little bit and then you grab the down brush, you can kind of make like little, small... And maybe I should be doing this all over the park, especially near the chasm. That would affect... It wouldn't just make a chasm, it would have wider ranging effects, you know? Maybe just like a little pit there for some reason. Why not? Yeah, this place has been just ruined. Oh, what's that noise? Ooh. What inconvenience? What? Oh, whatever. Okay, so let's grab our Gallimimuses. Gallimimus, as they're called by silly people. And, right, so if that's Sino, that's... I did actually want to put them in there, but we'll put them there. As long as it's kind of like on each level as you walk past, there's a bigger dinosaur and a smaller dinosaur, kind of balancing each other out. That's kind of what I'm going for. Is that for a feeder? No, we need a feeder. There you go, love. There you go. That's the docket, son. This definitely... Considering I made this up as I was going along, I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out. I think once we have something else over here, I'm trying to think... Can we contain... Yeah, what we do to contain it, we use our light fence, we drag it across there, we drag it across there, we drag it across there, and we'll keep the Suchomimus in this sort of back region of this whole thing. Maybe you should have, like, another shop something. I kind of like the idea of a shop here, just kind of hidden in the trees. No feasible access to it, just kind of abandoned and left there completely. I realise that that's generally what we're doing, but, you know, I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Let's do that. So we need to probably kill some of the water on this right hand side. And what would it be? It'd probably be food, right? Maybe like a rest area, but you can't do rest areas. I think it would be fast food. I know they've already had fast food, but they're children. And they've walked all the way over here, so they're hungry again, okay? And just completely envelop it in the trees. Maybe the tiniest hint of a path that would have gone through the middle of the exhibits, but obviously you can't, so... What are you restricted by? Yeah, no, I like that. I do. Okay, we're going to set this very quickly back to daytime, so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And let's shoot our Sauropelters, and we should be Dunzel, Washington. Oh, and we already have. So you're going in there. Also need some water in both of these. Gotta keep my dinos happy. Come on, buddy. Look, they look basically the same. It's crazy. Come on, Bob. Bob's my helicopter dude, just in case you weren't aware. Oh. Bob, he's literally not moving. How are you missing every shot? Oh god, there he goes. Let's get him shifted over as well. And let's give these dinosaurs a little bit of water so they don't die. That sounds like a plan. There we go, they don't need much. Hello. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh, my apologies. Whew. And the Spinosaurus is here walking between the exhibits. That's Cooper! And the galleys are not loving it. Now these are, they're just stuffing their faces. The other galleys aren't loving it. Yeah, I want to kill some of the path along here every now and again. It's not, I mean, I understand that this is not the perfect solution, but it is essentially the only solution we have, so what are you going to do, basically? I really like it. think look, the shop's in the distance, and when you look down this way, and it looks like it gets worse as it goes along as well. So you're walking along, you're looking at all the dinosaurs, having a great time. Maybe you stop for some food, hidden there, tucked away in the distance, and you carry on walking. And oh no, just eventually turns into a full-on thing. The fences disappear, and there's a Suchomimus wandering around. Awesome. I think I'm pretty happy. You know what we're going to do, folks? We're going to use a Sauropelter in a thumbnail. Something I've never ever done before. Except on the species profile. So I need you to look pretty for me, baby, okay? I'm not sure if that's pretty enough. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Depth of field. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it there. As per usual, I am open to suggestions. We'll add the Suchomimus in the next video and try to block that in so it stays away from the Spinosaurus. I'd like to keep the Spinosaurus over here, the Suchomimus is over here. Probably two of them. I think that's cool. The only thing I need ideas for is over here. Maybe we'll do the abandoned gyrosphere park. That might be a good idea. Also makes a lot of sense with the hotels nearby. And then we will eventually do a security thing over here on this side, but I'm just saving that until we do move over. It's nice to work on it bit by bit, sort of thing. So, yeah, any suggestions, let me know. And remember to leave some name suggestions for 3 Stygmolochs and 3 Gallimimuses. They go in the small herbivores. And 2 Sauropelters and 1 Sinoceratops. And I believe they go in... I think I've got an armoured herbivore section. So that is where they would go. I can't remember off the top of my head whether I'm making that up or not. So we'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you lovely folks in the next episode. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/BestInSlot. Every little really helps. Cheers.